It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. And coming right up, we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the Spurs in San Antonio. It's been a tough bunch of games lately for San Antonio. Only one win in their last 6 games. They know they can play much better, looking to be more competitive tonight. And head coach Mike Malone, he's had some talent to work with, maybe not a superstar to lead the team, but Kenny, he's made the Nuggets somewhat competitive in the West.
Yeah, you know what? Both the team and the fans have shown trust in Malone. You know, he's known for his defensive schemes and not really an offensive juggernaut type team, but his team could be offensively prolific.
You know, he has a good relationship with the front office, and he's done something that hasn't been done in a long time. He's energized this franchise.
You know, that's a pretty high place there, Denver.
Yeah, altitude.
Yeah. Hard to play there?
Very hard.
That first quarter is brutal.
Very brutal.
How about if you're in shape?
It's even worse.
In shape?
Yeah.
What shape am I?
Well, you're a big guy.
You know what shape I am, Ernie?
What shape?
Shactagon. Got him, Kenny.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. I'm a square.
I thought he was going to say a circle.
We're at the sold-out arena in San Antonio, Texas. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. And, of course, Trey Lyles. A lot of what he's been doing in his first several games with his new team, just feeling things out, using that basketball instinct and learning the playbook.
Well, we're about to see what the buzz around the league is all about here. Is it going to be just hype or will it be reality? We will find out here soon enough, along with the fans in this arena and the people watching at home.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, hello there. Spurs coach Greg Popovich made the top 5 in all-time coaching wins last season. When asked about it, Pop said, "It's the most important thing in my life. My grandchildren can take a hike." I don't think he was being serious, guys.
Great stuff, D.A., thanks. And Clark, 2 deep rosters in this one. Talk about the value of having a lot of guys on that bench, having those talented reserves.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. One, allows you to stay fresh, to keep guys fresh. And you also get a chance, I think, to wear out the opponent with the fresh bodies that you're able to have when you've got talented reserves at your disposal.
Boys, nice and high.
And it's going to be San Antonio off the tip. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Inside, it's the talented pair of Millsap and Jokic. Murray and Harris, the guards. And it's Porter at the 3 spot. Now here's Aldridge. Back to Murray. It's stolen by Harris. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, have to enjoy, guys, seeing Murray jam it down like that. I mean, his vertical is pretty impressive.
Murray against Murray. Over Murray. Murray, no good. Murray against Murray. Murray outside. Harris outside. Shoots over Carroll. Can't hit the step-back jump shot. It was the Nuggets. Their last game, a loss to Los Angeles. And another turnover here by San Antonio. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Toronto. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
Well, I think for the Spurs, they just can't seem to find the mojo they need to move up the rankings. They've tinkered with their lineup, but so far they just keep getting the same results.
Now here's Murray. Following the miss by Gary Harris. Pass to Jokic. Over Pirtle. And the shot is long. Outside, Walker. Kicks it to Carroll. Pirtle, the pass to Walker. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And when Pirtle sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
Murray, the pass to Harris. A three-pointer is right on target. Harris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Murray surveying the D. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Aldridge. 11 feet out, and he hits it.
His mid-range game is what sets Aldridge apart from the other bigs in our league. He's about as accurate a shooter as you'll find among players with his size.
Now here's Murray. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup. Well, he was the 6th pick in the draft not too long ago, Jamal Murray, and started slowly, which can happen for a lot of young guys. Shooting percentages were down, turnovers up, but everybody knew he could still shoot.
Free throw good, Murray. And Clark discussing Murray. This is a guy with truly deep range.
Yeah, in the gym range, Kevin, and his shooting motion stays consistent no matter where he shoots the ball from. I think his best trait, shooting the ball, is one that every team craves.
Basket good.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness and the fearlessness there, Greg. I mean, very committed to getting the shot he wanted.
Now here's Millsap. What a 24-point outing in their last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Shot clock at 6. Murray for 3. Rebound San Antonio. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Guys, they split the season series, and you know there's always randomness to this game. The unpredictability of it. You win some, you lose some, but they certainly want to impose their talent level tonight.
And here's Millsap from the arc. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Tipped away. Murray kicks to Pirtle. Carroll dishes to Pirtle. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, Clark, a few teams at this point in the season have battled through back-to-back games. Just how hard is that on the body to play in consecutive nights in this league?
As I recall, Kevin, it wasn't terribly difficult. As a matter of fact, I kind of enjoyed it. You could either get the bad taste of a loss out of your mouth quickly by playing another game. You didn't have to really practice. There's some energy concerns, obviously, but when you're well rested and excited about playing, you find the energy. But I do believe there's studies that show there's a greater probability for injury the more back-to-back games that you have. That's one of the reasons the league has sought to minimize the number of back-to-back games across the schedule.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Rudy Gay's checked in for DeMarre Carroll, and it's Mills in for Murray. Denver also making some changes. Grant comes in for Porter, and it's Will Barton in for Harris. He hits the second from the line. And the Denver Nuggets probably would have made the playoffs last year if their defense, Clark, had performed as well as their offense.
Well, simply put, dead last in opponent's field goal percentage. Very few teams with that stat ever make the playoffs. Some of it's perhaps scheme, but most of the time it's about attitude and effort and personnel. That's not going to get it done in the robust and tough West.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And Walker kicks to Aldridge. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
An almost perfect start to this game. 4 for 5. They're rolling.
Murray with it. 5 points in the game. Pass to Jokic, trying to end the drought. Drops in the tray. Jokic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Jokic has such nice instincts for a big guy. Knows exactly when to shoot off the catch.
And Mills kicks to Walker. Back to Mills over Murray. That one's not going to go. And it's Denver the other way. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
A long and tiring game, made worse, obviously, by the fact they ended up in the second overtime falling short, which can be a real morale killer.
Shots good by Mills.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Barton. And it's sent back by Aldridge. They recover it. And that one's good. Millsap. San Antonio trailing here. Mills finds Gay. Back to Mills. Aldridge, the pass to Pirtle. Over Jokic. Here's Aldridge. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And, you know, the length and height of Aldridge make him a tough matchup. He's a hard guy to go against, a strong forward that has an impressive mid-range stroke.
And many thought LaMarcus Aldridge was on a downswing in his career, but boy, were they wrong.
You know, Aldridge silenced a lot of critics with his play last season. I mean, in a league that has very few great low-post players, he demonstrated he's still one of the best. Has so many moves and tricks in his game, and when he gets the ball down low, the defense really has very little to do with it.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge. A different look now for San Antonio. Trey Lyles comes in for Pirtle, and it's Bellinelli in for Walker. The Nuggets also changing it up. Plumlee, he's checked in for Jokic. Hernan Gomez comes in for Paul Millsap. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Well, with Kawhi Leonard gone, a new era for the Spurs. Even with the addition of DeMar DeRozan, San Antonio looks to be entering their most significant rebuild in decades.
Yeah, but at least they were able to get a star in DeRozan. Now, I would call it more of a reload than a rebuild for the Spurs. Still a lot of talent to work with on that roster.
Here's Gay. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Grant. The pass to Barton, and stolen by Aldridge. Here's Lyles, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Will Barton. Averaging about 11 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
And he knocks down the first one. Clark, so many teams now looking to play with pace. When you think of the most fierce transition players that embrace that pace, who comes to mind?
Man, there are so many lethal operators in transition in the league. I mean, Victor Oladipo with my former team, the Indiana Pacers, really blossomed this past season. Kevin Durant, at his size, ball handling skills, agility, shooting ability. He's a nightmare coming at you in transition. Giannis Antetokounmpo, similar to KD without the jump shot currently. But I'm sure that's coming. Russell Westbrook, how could you not list him? Because he is downhill all the time with strength and ferocity. And then in terms of snipers, you look at Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. Those two guys know how to get to that three-point line in a hurry and hurt you.
Here is Forbes after the Nuggets pick up 2.
And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Aldridge against Plumlee. Plumlee with some nice D.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Barton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Shots good by Hernangomez.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Bellinelli against Barton. Forbes the pass to Gay. Miles inside, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And Plumlee kicks to Hernangomez. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Got to be happy with the result, moving the ball so well on that possession. Beautiful.
Here is Forbes, covered by Morris. Here's Wiles. Banked in off the glass. Wiles got 5 now.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
Look at Mason Plumlee. He's a throwback big in my mind. You're not going to see him stretch the floor. That's not what he does. He has a hard time from the free throw line, certainly, but his size, effort, activity, really valuable to this team.
The Spurs making a switch here. Carroll's checked in. Here is a list of the NBA's most adept passing teams this season. These are your assist leaders. Fourth, the Nuggets.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
Passes to Grant. It's stolen by Bellinelli. And here is Wiles. He's got 5. Trains the three-pointer. And talking about Plumlee, what he gives you often fails to show up on the stat sheet.
Well, you know, the thing I like about him is his hustle. He makes those extra possession plays, those activity plays. He's tough, doesn't need the ball to be effective. And the other thing he does better than most big guys in the league is run the floor. Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
Here is Forbes, covered by Morris. Here's Bellinelli. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And Bellinelli with a nice touch inside. We know him as a long-range sniper, but he can get it done when he's close to the rim, too.
Pass to Wiles. Nice ball movement by San Antonio.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Barton, no luck.
And, you know, the defense knew how to play at that time. Liked how they made their presence felt without committing the foul.
The shot's good from Forbes.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And here are the Nuggets now, following the bucket by the Spurs. Morris finds Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
You know what? When you allow Grant to get close to the rim, you risk seeing him give you a facial right in your grill. I mean, tremendous athleticism from the Syracuse alum.
Now here's Gay. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Bellinelli. Shot clock at 5. Here's Wiles, and he makes good on the layup.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Up top, Barton, covered by Wiles. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Marco Bellinelli picks one up.
You know, Barton is a sinewy, mobile guard. I mean, he's tough to defend without fouling because of how slick and slippery he is.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
Really like what they're doing in the post here in the opening half. Very productive.
They also haven't been afraid to take it strong to the hoop early on tonight. I like that.
And the first one drops.
And, you know, these second-round picks that sometimes emerge as outstanding players, Will Barton, a case in point. As a matter of fact, he can give you the handbook for being an outstanding second-round pick because he's really pretty good at just about everything you need to do on the basketball court.
Porter's checked in for Denver. Harris comes in for Morris.
You know, one of the things that's fun to watch, guys, is the evolution of a player. And Barton has really evolved into a solid player. Even though he was a second-round pick, he's come a long way.
Now, here's Lyons. 10 points for him. Here's Gay. Count it. Good. And the Spurs lead by 4.
And really the strength of Gay is impressive. Easily bouncing off the defense while still finishing the shot. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here is Forbes. Michael Porter making his last shot. They get a hand on it. Porter with the steal. Top of the key, Harris. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Bellinelli against Barton. Here is Forbes. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. It's San Antonio. They're up by 5. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick, turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him.
Basketball, like passion, love. Like that is the thing I play like when I know 4, 6, 7 years old. I don't know. Like basketball is always in my life. That like I think it's passion. I think it's passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Just jumped all over him, Greg. I mean, pounced on him, using their length and quickness to come away with those steals.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Damari Carroll out there. Mills out there with Murray. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Lyles in at the 5. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we see new players coming into prominence for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, Greg Popovich gives his veterans credit for accepting it gracefully and helping the young guys be successful. He says it's a tribute to their character and awareness. Kevin?
They certainly have established a great culture in San Antonio. Really something. DA, thank you. Gay can't get it to go. The Nuggets trail by 5. Porter in the corner. The 3, good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists tonight.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
Out to the right wing. Mills passes to Lyles. Back to Mills. Fires the 3. Some solid defense from Harris.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
And stolen by Murray. And here's the fast break. Carroll leading the way. Over Porter. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Denver's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Jokic. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Murray, no good.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A+ defense.
Jakob Poeltl's checked in for the Spurs. Walker comes in for DeMarre Carroll. To the paint. Poeltl with the steal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Walker leading the charge.
Two shots. Foul. Two.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting two.
The first one falls.
And, you know, last year the Denver Nuggets were dominant from behind the arc. I mean, 6th in the league in three-pointers made, 7th in three-point percentage.
And so Walker nails both of them. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Murray kicks to Harris. Back to Murray. Six on the shot clock. From deep. Rebound San Antonio. And Clark, for the Nuggets last season, they in general shot pretty well from the field.
Well, you take a look at the rotations they rolled out, Kevin. Always had an outstanding shooter or two on the floor and generally employed good shot selection, so that adds up to nice numbers.
And Jokic slams it in.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
Spurs leading by 4. Murray kicks to Walker. The pass to Lyles. Spurs working the ball around now. Fast break, here they come. Here's Porter, got a hand on it.
Wonderful anticipation that time from Poeltl, positioning himself perfectly to send that one back.
Murray, no good. And there's the foul. It's on Trey Lyles. That is his first foul of the game. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Lyles. The Nuggets trail by 4. Murray surveying the D. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists in the game. Harris against Murray. To the inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the Spurs now in the post-Kawhi Leonard era of the franchise. Greg, how do they recover, do you think?
If any team can survive losing a player of Kawhi's caliber, it's got to be the Spurs. They have good depth, got a good return in the trade, and players will step up. Won't be the power they once were for a while, but they'll rebound in no time.
2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. In NBA history, only a handful of rookies have averaged 20 points and 10 rebounds. And Clark, you were one of them.
Yeah, it's a point of pride for me. Obviously wasn't able to be part of a playoff team in the short time I played, but did distinguish myself individually for the short time I played. And that's fairly select company when you talk 2010 guys as rookies, and it's a pretty impressive list to be on. Actually, one of my peers, Terry Cummins, is also part of that first-year 2010 group.
You talk about names: Wilt Chamberlain, Lou Alcindor, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hakeem, Tim Duncan, Bird, Shaq. I mean, what great names.
Yeah, some phenomenal names, no doubt about it. Glad to be on that roll call list.
And they pick up 2. And it's 6 points for Walker.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't back down from anybody, Greg. Effective at getting the room he wants and then gets his shot off in time.
Murray against Harris. Here's Mills. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And he can't get the first one. A different look for Denver. Grant comes in for Porter. And Morris subbed in for Gary Harris. And he can't hit the second.
This Denver Nuggets team was really superb offensively. 6th in the league in points. And they did it with a fun style to watch. Hey, you can sink these with your eyes closed or blindfolded. So close, so deep inside. Great bucket.
Murray against Morris. Aldridge. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Pretty cool to see Millsap turn shots back. I mean, he's a mobile, athletic, big man who is taking pride in his defensive work.
And watching the Nuggets last year, really one of the most entertaining teams in the league.
Well, the faster pace, I think, a big part of that, Kevin, especially around mid-year when they really committed to playing faster. They've got a lot of young, exciting players, which leads to exciting plays, and that's really what the fans like to see.
The Spurs have made a little more than half their free throws today, 7 of 12. Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Bellinelli comes in for Patty Mills. And it's Bryn Forbes in for DeJounte Murray. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Will Barton comes in for Jamal Murray.
1 shot.
And that one misses. Denver's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Here's Grant. No good there. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. On the wing, Bellinelli. Here's Pirtle. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Pirtle's got 4 points this quarter.
Really amazing body control by Pirtle, just taking the hit head on and finishing through the contact. I love it.
Hernan-Gomez kicks to Jokic. In the corner, it's Morris. Up to the right wing. Jokic, no good.
Yeah, he's costing them right now, sabotaging them a little bit. He's got to find his shot if they want to win this game.
Grant against Bellinelli. Outside Aldridge. Back to Bellinelli. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Walker's shot is off.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
Agreed. I mean, when the defense is right there, you've got to move the ball, make the extra pass. That's a case of a poor shot selection.
Now, here is Morris. Tight defense on him. From deep three-point range, San Antonio with the rebound. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Forbes the pass to Aldridge. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Well, I tell you what, he's putting together quite a game here, knocking down shots and building upon this lead.
Now, here is Hernan-Gomez. He's got 6. Grant outside. Trying to end the drought, and it's good on the layup. Grant's got his second basket of the night.
And the commitment from Grant on the drive to the rim, I mean, he's absolutely ferocious, relentless in how he attacks the rim.
Aldridge finds Walker. Aldridge trying to break free, and it's Walker that time on the assist by Aldridge. Walker's got the lead up to 6 now for the Spurs. And so it's Barton bringing it up for Denver. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Passes it to Jokic. Shoots over Pirtle. No good off the back of the rim.
And sometimes, you know, you don't capitalize off a good shot or a good look. Still, you got to keep letting those good looks fly.
Feeds it to Walker. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Denver calls timeout. Nice game. Great performance by LaMarcus Aldridge.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
Both teams will make substitutions.
A moment now to see the numbers for Plumlee. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 7 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go. I like what I'm seeing right now.
No good with the layup.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Inside. Forbes can't get it to go. The Nuggets trail by 8. Now the feed to Plumlee. Back to Barton. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Morris inside. Pass to Plumlee. Just his first attempt. Forbes with the rebound. Here are the Spurs with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. The 6'11" Mason Plumlee out of Duke, Greg. He's got a live body.
Very athletic, Kevin. And his mobility enables him to defend smaller players on the perimeter. Offensively, he is a threat to finish at the rim.
Forbes the pass to Gay. Walker. And finished off by Walker.
Gotta be aware of Gay's passing. He's constantly looking to set up his teammates in their spots.
The Nuggets trail by 12. Barton surveying the floor. In the whistle blows, it's going to be on Marco Bellinelli. That's foul number 2 for him.
And, you know, that's a second foul early in this quarter. I think he's got to be much more cautious in how he defends now.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Craig's checked in. And here are the Nuggets now. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Yeah, way too much standing around in this quarter. They should look to get it inside for more high percentage chances.
The Nuggets have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. Beasley's checked in for the Nuggets. Morris, no good on the free throw. San Antonio leading by 10. Here's Gay. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Grant in the corner. And again, Denver no good. San Antonio's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And Jeremy Grant, great genes for the game, Greg. Father was Harvey, uncle was Horace, both NBA players and stars. His brother Jarian also in the association.
Yeah, and Jeremy might be the best athletically of them all. I mean, 6'8" with that 7'3" wingspan, great bounce. If he can develop his skill to match, he'll have a long and prosperous NBA career.
The free throw drops for Grant.
And, you know, Grant, a second-round pick, has worked hard for his minutes in the NBA. He's an exceptional athlete who plays with a real edge, a bit of a chip on his shoulder.
Both shots good from the stripe. And so it's San Antonio with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. A tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, there was no shine on that effort. Really lackluster. Their D was nowhere to be found.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Paul Millsap is an all-star forward whose dedication to the game is reflected in his year-to-year improvement. He said, the drive to the gym is where I find my peace, getting my mind prepared. I come with the mindset of getting better. It's gotten me this far. Kevin?
He is a true professional. David, thank you. Gay, left side. Here's Walker. And he jams it with authority.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean that was, Kevin. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pumpkin.
And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 7-point differential. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first half. Just 5 on the clock. And Forbes kicks to Bellinelli. And a miss there on the triple. Pass to Grant. There's the three. Hits it from three-point range. And now just a 4-point Spurs lead.
Oh, and over time, Grant has expanded his range. If he's left open from beyond the arc, he can definitely knock that shot down now.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Spurs lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Pop, what did you think of the pace of your team in the first half?
Well, we've upped the pace. That's what we need to do because we're not as good a defensive team as we used to be. So something's got to give somewhere.
Pop, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. LaMarcus Aldridge was the story in the first quarter. He had 13 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
Well, I like that they're aggressively going to the rack. That establishes an attitude, a certain toughness. They just need to stay committed to their game plan.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
They were undisciplined, turning it over way too much. Poor ball handling, lazy passing. These guys have had to be counting their lucky stars that this game has not gotten away from them.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game from LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, I mean, he really gave them a boost in that first half, shot way above his average.
Exactly, Greg. And, you know, when he's scoring like this, they're tough to stop.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Millsap and Jokic, the pair inside. Murray and Harris, the guards. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. The Spurs shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Carroll kicks to Walker. There's the pass to Murray. 6 to shoot. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Murray. Walker's got the first points to start out the third quarter for San Antonio. And stolen by Murray. Lays it in off the breakaway. And the Spurs lead by 8. Now Murray. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Launches it. Sinks the three-pointer. Murray's got 10.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Murray against Porter. Murray the pass to Aldridge. Back to Murray. Got a piece of it. Jokic with the steal. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. And yes, it's good. Murray's got 5 points now this quarter.
You can't allow Murray to beat you to the rack. I mean, he really turns on the Jets in the open floor. You got to get in front.
Porter against Carroll. And the call up against Jokic. That's foul number 2 for him. Mills, he's checked in for the Spurs. Shot from the inbound. Misses off the right iron. The Nuggets trail by 3.
And the athleticism and size of Porter creates problems for the defense. Hard to guard without getting physical.
And Michael Porter, he has the natural attributes of an elite scorer.
He's got incredibly deep range. You can see that all the way back in high school. Almost automatic from mid-range. And as he adds strength, he'll become a force inside as well.
Solid trip from the line right there. Knocked him down, and it was easy.
Mills looking it over. Porter against Carroll. 5 on the clock. Aldridge dishes to Carroll. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And that one's good by Porter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end. And, you know, last year for DeMarre Carroll, it was a career year. I mean, highs in points. And he finally got back to playing the kind of ball that he felt he could. Nobody thought much of him heading into last season, but he ended up playing a major role.
San Antonio making a switch here. Lyles checked in. And that one falls for Carroll. And last season, Clark, for Carroll, he was essentially given away as a salary dump, but it worked out.
Yeah, you know, you think about it, after playing for 7 teams in his first 9 seasons, you wondered how he would make the best of the situation. Well, it certainly helped that he got to reunite with a familiar face in Coach AT&TCenter, who had been with him in Atlanta.
Murray with it. He's got 12. For 3, Harris, another 3 for Denver.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Murray kicks to Aldridge. Passes it to Mills. Aldridge against Millsap. Aldridge can't get it to go.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
And there's another one for the Nuggets.
Harris demonstrating how efficient he is from the mid-range area.
Murray kicks to Carroll. Aldridge the pass to Murray. Murray with the defensive effort. And here's Denver. They're on a 14-5 run here. Down low, here's Porter. A rebound by the Spurs.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Shots good by Mills. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
Pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got it all tied up now for Denver.
Jokic has the ability to score from just about anywhere, but he's most dangerous inside. Tremendous skill in the painted area.
Carroll finds Mills. The kick out to Aldridge. Kept alive. Mills passes to Lyles. It counts, and the foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
Boy, the defense looked helpless there. I mean, he's going to lay it up every time when he's got a smaller defender on it.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Rudy Gay's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Fades and shoots. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Nikola Jokic.
Jokic fully capable of knocking down the mid-range jumper. Tremendous confidence from here. You got to D him up better than that.
And Mills kicks to Lyles. Back to Mills. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. For 3, Murray. Martin with the rebound.
Well, it's just been one of those kind of games for him.
He's feeling it. Here's Jokic. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Persistence pays, and Jokic not giving up on the play, doing a nice job pursuing the basketball there.
And Murray, here we go. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nuggets?
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
He misses the free throw. San Antonio making a switch here. Madu's checked in. Plumlee is checked in for the Nuggets. Jeremy Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by 1. Murray, good. Here's Murray. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Gay outside. Puts up a 3. And there's Murray on the assist by Rudy Gay. Gay's got his 3rd assist on the night. Murray kicks to Hernan Gomez. Knocks it loose and stolen by Murray. Here's Mills, and he banks in the layup. Mills has got 5 points now in the quarter. And here are the Nuggets now, trailing by 2. Barton finds Hernan Gomez. Grant with the ball. Murray outside. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Plumlee. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got assist number 8 now on the night.
And the clever passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the court.
Down low, here's Lyles, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not 1 miss on the day.
This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Medu, and it's wide in for Patty Mills. The Nuggets trail by 3. And here is Murray. 14 points for him, and stolen by Gay. White drives in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
All right, a chance to take a look at some stats for Murray. His last 10 games, he's putting up 9 points a game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
And both free throws good for White. Here's Barton. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Out to the wing. Murray outside. And stolen by White. Murray the pass to Gay. Out to White. And the foul on Will Barton. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. He's off on the first. And the Spurs with some changes. Pirtle, he's checked in for Derek White. And Walker's subbed in for DeJounte Murray. He's off on the second.
Having now been a head coach for 5 full years, 2 years with the Kings, 3 with the Nuggets, Malone's had his fill of inexperienced rosters and has done a reasonably good job with it.
Murray against Walker. The wide open look for Plumlee. Here's Jokic. It's deflected. Now here's Bellinelli. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Yep, it counts. And it's great to see how Malone's been able to develop these young players.
Yeah, it sure is, because I think the players have a lot of respect for him. They play hard for him, certainly. And they see he's willing to make adjustments. I think he does a nice job adapting his style to his personnel.
First free throw is good. Good on both. Here's Murray. He's got 14. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Grant kicks to Jokic. Over Pirtle. And another miss by Denver.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And Marco Bellinelli, a player who has always been able to light it up from outside.
And Belly has been on so many teams in his career, but is always a wanted commodity due to his shooting. Very quick and easy way to add outside shooting to a team. He can honestly play a long time just on how badly teams need shooting in our league.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, Bellinelli really is an effective role player. He's a veteran sharpshooter with sneaky athleticism and just seems to always be in the right spot.
Both shots good from the stripe. Now Barton. Denver calls timeout.
Yeah, and the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Absolutely, Greg. I mean, they're getting crushed, killed, hammered, pulverized in the post.
Mills, he's checked in for Bellinelli.
A chance here, Kevin, to see where the Nuggets sit statistically in the NBA right now.
And let's go back to their place in terms of the assists. cracking into the top 5 for me is an illustration of the cohesiveness with which they play offensively. No doubt this team's on the same page.
The Nuggets trail by 13. Murray kicks to Barton. To end the run. Murray, no good.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, they can't find anything. They're lost right now. Everything working against them.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless. Really getting beat up, physically and emotionally.
Up top, Plumlee. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. Count that one. Murray's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Jamal Murray is what we call a professional scorer, a hired gun. This guy can torch you because of that shot.
Paul Millsap is checked in for the Nuggets. Gary Harris comes in for Murray. The Nuggets trail by 13. Barton outside. Pass to Jokic. That's tipped. Walker with a clean look. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
They get a hand on it. Here's Mills. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Mills has got 9.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Walker.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times, because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls, and the Nuggets making a change here. Porter's checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And Rudy Gay, Greg, has always been a fantastic scorer since he came into the NBA.
And Gay doesn't do as much scoring as he once did, but he has become more efficient. Doesn't have plays ran for him, gets looks through his instinct. And as he's gotten older, Gay has become even more crafty with how he scores.
Inside. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. It's deflected.
Can't take the reach and length of Barton lightly. Effective at using it to snuff out shots.
It's tipped, but they get it back. Here's Millsap. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
One shot, gentlemen.
And, you know, Paul Millsap is a guy who epitomizes professionalism. Wherever he's been, he's always played his role well. 6-man starter, star player. He does what's asked of him.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Walker. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got 8 rebounds in this game. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And on the season, you know, only shooting around 73%, so not necessarily where he'd like to be.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season.
Now, gentlemen,
I mean,
he
looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
And that one falls for Paul Millsap. The Spurs making a switch here. Both free throws good for Millsap.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
Mills dishes to Aldridge. Over Plumlee. San Antonio again missing. And so it's San Antonio sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Gay and Aldridge are up front. Then it's Damari Carroll. Then there's Murray. And it's Walker in at the shooting guard. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's good, 2 points. Porter's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Denver.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Millsap against Gay. Over Millsap. And it's sent back by Millsap. Stolen by Walker. He dishes it to Gay. And then Gay with the dunk.
Yeah, and Gay can certainly slam it home. Got to keep this guy away from the rim or he's going to posterize it.
The Nuggets trail by 14. Denver calls timeout.
In a wise move to call timeout there. They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here, and it shows with their turnover numbers.
Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Barton. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break. He said, "Do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back." Guys?
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Murray, the pass to Gay. Aldridge against Plumlee. Shot clock at 6. No good on that one. And it's Denver the other way. Harris drives in. Outside for Millsap. On the wing, Harris. Off the mark, and a chance to trim it to single digits. Now the pass to Walker. Back to Gay. Spurs passing it around. Millsap with the steal. Here's Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And it's 13 points for Michael Porter.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Murray kicks to Gay. Murray outside. Takes the 13-footer. Gay can't hit.
And, you know, even though they're up, he's been off his game this quarter, having trouble finding the basket.
Here's Walker, and the shot goes in. Walker's got 9 points here in the second half.
And it's about the tempo, guys. It favors them, and you just look at that score.
And, Greg, you know, they're really controlling the pace and game right now, rushing, pushing the break, and leaving the defense in its wake.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And with the playmaking in Denver's front court, point guard Jamal Murray is free to hunt his shot. Very comfortable playing off the ball.
Pirtle, he's checked in for San Antonio. And a switcher also for Denver. Jokic is checked in. Spurs leading by 10. Murray, the pass to Kira. He kicks it to Aldridge. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12. And you look at Jamal Murray's assist numbers, he's more like a 2-guard.
Well, he's kind of a combo, 6'4", 6'5"-ish, but you can't have enough shooting, and he's got a quick trigger.
Here's Jokic, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Walker finds Aldridge. Back to Walker. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Walker's got 4 points in the quarter.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
Murray, the pass to Pirtle. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. The Nuggets trail by 12. Wide open look here for Murray. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Murray's got 14 points now in the second half. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Aldridge dishes to Kira. Nice D from Porter. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Murray against Murray. In the corner, it's Harris. Offline with his 3.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Nuggets. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Porter got a piece of it.
And, you know, a strong physical defender, when Carroll's in the area, he's got good timing to block shots.
Murray with it. He feeds it to Aldridge. Over Murray. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Murray. Murray's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And it's blocked. And stolen by Murray. Knocks it loose. Murray kicks to Walker. And it's sent back by Millsap. And here is Aldridge. Dishes it to Murray. To the wing on the left. Here's Walker. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Harris with it. Now guarded by Murray. Harris kicks to Murray. To the paint. He wants to get to Millsap and does. Offensive rebound. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Tell you what, you can hit him, slap him, try to wrap him up. Really doesn't matter because Millsap is so strong, he's able to fight through all of that. You know, you look at Paul Millsap, very versatile. I mean, he's thought of as a 4-man, but he can play the 3. He can also be a small ball 5, so I would call him like a 3.75, which gives you a lot of flexibility if you're coaching it.
One shot.
And talking about Millsap, he didn't start out this versatile. He worked on his game. We saw it year after year, and he's made it happen.
Yeah, he was a bit of a lump of clay who had great rebounding skills. Now he's kind of chiseled himself off into a terrific all-around player. Ball handling, shoots the three, excellent footwork, passes better. That's why it took him so long to play in his first All-Star game. But when he got to that first one, he actually got to a couple more, too.
Aldridge, good.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Murray outside. Lets it go from deep. Good on the three-point shot. Murray's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Murray kicks to Walker. Murray against Murray. From 10 feet out, just 5 on the clock. The shot by Carroll, no good.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
Murray against Murray. To the middle, Millsap with the steal. To the inside, Harris finds Millsap. That one doesn't go. Walker with some nice D. Spurs leading by 3. In the corner, Murray with it. Walker in the post. Harris is there. Snatched up. The kick out to Walker. Hits it from three-point range. Walker's got 26 points.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Here's Jokic. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. Jokic has got 12 points here in the second half.
You know, since his rookie year, Jokic's confidence has really grown. I mean, he's gotten extremely comfortable with his jump shot now.
It's stolen by Harris. Murray outside. 18 feet out. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Murray, the pass to Purtle. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 8th assist in the game.
There's no stopping Purtle when he has the ball in that spot. Just abusing the defense down in the paint.
Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. Yeah, tough time to shoot the three there. On the move, in transition. Defender on him, but he was obviously feeling it.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan Player of the Game.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Murray against Murray. Pass to Jokic. Puts up a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Jokic has got 9 points in the quarter.
You know, each season, Jokic seems to improve his outside jumper, which means the defense has to respect his range.
Carroll kicks to Aldridge. Over Millsap. And he makes that one. 21 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And now this game is becoming a showcase for Aldridge. He's been out of control. A one-man team. Now it's just a matter of getting him the ball and getting out of his way.
That's exactly how you set the table. Great dime there.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Aldridge, the pass to Murray. Count that bucket.
Well, what a smart pass that time by Aldridge.
And so here's Denver. 8-point game. Murray kicks to Jokic. Shoots over Pirtle. Rebound San Antonio. Left side Walker. Pass to Carroll. Launches it. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Spurs.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season, Greg. You love to get an opponent figured out early, and you're going to be seeing them that often.
I think one of the keys that helped them tonight was the big-time performance for Walker.
Sheer dominance from him tonight. I mean, he could not be contained. A big reason for their success this evening.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
And, you know, this is what's needed at this point in the game, Greg. The great teams know how to close it out.
Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Murray against Murray. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Well, Marcus, your game has evolved. Started as a finesse player, and now you have a lot more inside aggression. How did you get more comfortable down low?
It just takes time. You know, I got stronger every year, got better every year. You know, when I was younger, I wasn't strong, but now I'm much stronger. I'm much older now.
And a veteran who gets it done. Thank you, LaMarcus. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.